Good afternoon. If I am showing up on your feed and you're getting a notification, you will know now that it is 2 o'clock and it's time for us to go live for our mindset movement. It's like right on time. As usual, it will get crazy and it will get loud in my general area right when I'm coming on here trying to express to you to have quiet moments, right? It's just the power of the universe, and I think it's also the universe helping us to practice to be able to sit quiet and to kind of try to center ourselves. Hi Sharon, thank you. I went to Sharon is complimenting my necklace. I went to a workshop yesterday, and we were supposed to be creating something big and bold, and this is my version of big and bold. I love this combination that I put together. It has inspired me to realize I need to put time in my schedule to go back to my little workshop and continue creating some of my creative jewelry designs, because I have a few things coming up soon where I will be vending and doing some displays. So yes, this is my latest creation and I'm loving it, so I wanted to show it today. But I digress. We were here to talk about mindset and how we can take a moment on Sundays to reset ourselves. And I've been reading back and forth a little bit to you from this book called Meditations from the Mat. If you'd like to get it, then you can, and I will tell you which day I'm reading from if you like that particular passage and want to go back and refer to it. So I always read it to my yoga students. I teach yin yoga on Sundays at 11, and I read to them, and then we incorporate it into our practice. So today I'm reading from day 58, and it says, all I want for you, my son, is to be satisfied and be a simple kind of man, someone you can love and understand. It is from a song written by Lynyrd Skynyrd. I am not a big rock and roll fan, meaning that I don't know. I mean, there's certain rock and roll songs, if they come top of the charts or friends of mine have listened to it, then I've listened to it and learned them. But reading this passage, I would not have known it was words coming out of a Lynyrd Skynyrd song. So what I did do before I came on here with you is, while I was upstairs in the bathroom prepping myself and getting ready, I listened to the song. I pulled it up on YouTube. I watched the video. I watched the song itself. And it's interesting how after reading this passage and listening to the song, that it did hit a deep core and a deep message that as I read this to you, that he got from it, and how he reflected it and brought it into his awareness practice, his mindfulness practice, into his yoga, which just shows that what I'm saying to you on a Sunday applies every day and every moment in your life. It's just how you interpret it and how you begin to manifest it and push it out into the world that you live in, right? So I'm going to read the passage to you, and then we'll sit with it for a little bit. I'll read this little section, and then you can, of course, always, I'd love if you comment below your thoughts about it. We engage, have some dialogue. That's always welcome. It says, once we open ourselves to it, we find yoga everywhere. It is in the wind, it is in the grass, and in the trees. The homecoming is that yoga is both the conflict and the resolution. This Lynyrd Skynyrd song was very meaningful to me in the fall of 1981, just over 20 years ago. At the time, I was a teenager, and he was abusing substances. And I could not have told you why this song was so deeply stirring. He says that all I knew at the time was that my life was not simple, and the concept of a simple man who finds love was one I could not leave behind. Long before I was ready to do anything about it, the message of yoga was already starting to stir within me. It came to me through athletics, and it came to me through teachers, advisors, and friends. Adding a little bit here. And it came to me in the form of an endless series of consequences, meaning that all of the things that have happened in our lives bring us to the moment where we are. All of those things are ebbs and flow, are moving us to the moment that we're in. He finally says, on the mat, I have learned not to live too fast. To me, that is a lesson that you have to learn every day. We can start going, and getting rabbled up into things, and we're living our life fast. And we need to slow the pace down. It says troubles come and then they pass. And he found love, and he says, I never try to forget that there is something above us, that there is a higher power, higher energies at play. He said, I've learned not to lust and to believe that what I need is in my soul. Again, it's the thing that I've been saying probably in all of the things I'm saying lately, that we keep looking for stuff outside of ourselves, and what we need is internally right here within us. And then the last two lines says, and this is the part that kind of like touched me and made me feel like, oh, I wanted to tear up. It says, I follow my heart and nothing else. I follow my heart and nothing else. I've become, he says, a simple man, but I would say I've become a simple person who I can love and understand, and I am satisfied. Ultimately, that's where it is. You come to the person that you love and you understand, and that's all that matters. I don't know why it made me tear up, but it is very true. We try so hard to be outside of ourselves, and really all that matters is what is within here. So look, I took a simple song and it hit a real core, and maybe it would hit that core for you too, on how that we just need to follow our heart, and sometimes simplicity is the key, and we look for things to be so super complicated. And if I am doing something, I would have to think in my actions, is that something that I would love? Is that the kind of person that I would look up to in whatever I'm doing? And then if the answer is yes, then you would feel like you could be satisfied with your actions and satisfied with whatever you're doing, right? So, in this moment, I ask that you close your eyes and take some nice deep breaths. Get yourself back grounded to where you are, who you feel in this moment. And then we remember those words, right? I'll read the last couple of sentences back to you again. That you learn that all you need to do is follow your heart and nothing else. And to become simply a person who you can love and you can understand. And therefore, all will be right in your world, right? You will be satisfied and full and complete. All right, you guys. I got very emotional today. Must mean that my emotional body is really having stuff to come up and release, which I love that. I had a friend of mine that I told her one time, she was like, oh, Abby, I just feel like I want to cry. And I said, do it. Why not? Why wouldn't you cry? Why wouldn't you let yourself feel it? Why wouldn't you let yourself feel all of those emotions so you can ride that roller coaster and see where your soul is trying to take you and where maybe what your soul is trying to release. And if you're holding it, as I say, it's going to land somewhere in your body, and it may not be a good place, right? So we want to release it, let go, expand, evolve, right? So you guys have a wonderful Sunday, and I'll see you next time at 2 p.m. Make sure to like, comment, share, and it's so great for you guys to always join me. I appreciate you. Bye-bye.